Welcome, baseball fans, to Game 2 of the National League Championship Series, the Washington Nationals at St. Louis Cardinals. Just like Game 1, today, this whole series has been the story of the game, pitching, pitching, pitching. Game 1, you had Anibal Sanchez going up against Mikolas, and both of them pitched well. Sanchez just pitched much better. Same story here. Adam Wainwright going 99 pitches, 7.13.1 innings, 3.68 ERA, 3 earned runs, 11 strikeouts, 7 groundouts, 3 flyouts. Take that up against Max Scherzer, who has almost a career game here. He said he watches Anibal Sanchez almost go on no-hitter and says, "Let me take a crack at that. Let me see if I can get that going on here." He goes 101 pitches, across 7 innings, 0 ERA, 0 earned runs, 11 strikeouts. Adam and Max go toe-to-toe on your strikeouts. They also throw up their fair share of groundouts and flyouts, with Scherzer going 6 groundouts, 1 flyout. Now you do have a little bit of offense here, and the whole trend in the National League is generally your small ball, and you do have some of that. In the 8th inning, Adam Eaton gets a double to expand the score from 1-0 to 3-0. Jose Martinez gets on the action with a double in the 8th, in the bottom of the 8th, to make it 3-1. It's just too little, too late. And fundamentally, the pitching has just been absolutely dominant this whole series. And Scherzer puts up almost career numbers here. Michael Taylor gets the ball started, the scoring started in the 3rd inning, hitting a home run to put Washington on the board 1-0. And between both sides here, you've got both teams are very talented. You have to be. After they just disposed of the Atlanta Braves and they upset the almighty Dodgers, you knew you were going to be getting phenomenal pitching. You had to. Because how do you get this far unless you have good pitching? Fundamentally, yes, home runs, sell tickets, high scoring is a lot of fun for the fans. But when you to win championships, you need good pitching, and both teams have absolutely fundamentally solid pitching. In this case, it just so happens the first 2 games on the road in St. Louis, Washington's pitching has just shined, just a hair better than St. Louis. Going into Game 3, you're going to have Flaherty versus Strasburg when it shifts back to Washington here. And with Flaherty having an absolutely phenomenal year, and Strasburg having to be the workhorse in both the wild card for Washington and the division series, you wonder how much you have left in the tank. I definitely see this one as an opportunity for St. Louis to get back in this series, take it from 2-0 lead to a 2-1 lead, and then you never know what happens with games 4 and 5. This whole series, I definitely see this going a lot farther than I saw the previous series. This being a best-of-7 series, and with 2 teams that are going toe-to-toe with pitching and one just edging out the other, I can absolutely see this going easily 6 games, if not 7. I think that it would not be doing either team justice to say, "Oh, this is going to be a 4-game series or a 5-game series." I think both teams are just way too good for that. Now, for those who are very defensive minded and they love a strong pitching performance, this was a dream game for you. Because even though both sides were trying to do their best and they got plenty of contact on both sides, the defense was solid and the pitching was phenomenal. It got the job done, and this was a lot of fun to watch. Game 3 will be on Monday in Washington, and it will be great to see how they do. I would love to hear all your thoughts. I realize this has been a relatively short video so far, but there really haven't been, outside of absolutely phenomenal pitching, there's been very little offense on both sides, and it was really a lot of fun to watch it. It was nice to watch. It was an interesting highlight that in the 8th inning, where the same Mr. Taylor who got a home run also couldn't get a grab, and that helped Jose Martinez to get that score there. So theoretically, if he had actually been in the right position or been able to make that jump to make that catch, you never know. Jose Martinez may not have been able to get that RBI in there and help them get a score. At the same time, it's only one run, and with a 3-1 victory and Adam Eaton doing his job in the eighth, it still was going to go into this game was still going to go to Washington's favor, and not to discount the Redbirds because I made that mistake in the division series. Now that you've lost 2 games at home, I get that. That's kind of a hole there. However, it's not an untenable hole because there have been plenty of times where the team has lost 2 games at home and then turned things around the road. Going into Washington, anything is possible. And I definitely think that between Flaherty and Strasburg, I'm going to go ahead and give the edge to Flaherty for St. Louis there. He's fresher. He's having a great postseason. And Strasburg has been working very hard this postseason. I think he might even be on short rest on this one. Having said that, I want to know what all of you think about what I think. Please leave your comments in the section below. What do you think about the series so far? What do you think is going to happen in the rest of the series? What's going to happen when this thing shifts back to Washington? Do you think it's going to be more offense? Do you think it's going to be more home runs? Do you think it's going to be a solid defense or some bloopers going on? What do you think? Do you think the pitchers are going to be up to par here for another third round of phenomenal pitching, or are there going to be some bend but don't breaks or outright get clobbered? I want to know what all you think about the series so far and where you think it's going. And if you just happen to be coming across this video on YouTube, please hit like and subscribe. It greatly helps the channel. I love being able to bring all these games to you in the reviews and the commentary on how the series is going on. Please feel free to come back and visit and watch previous games, and feel free to check my facts if you want to. It's all in good fun. I enjoy bringing this to you, and I hope you all enjoy the Houston Astros, New York Yankees, ALCS on right now. Be happy to bring you coverage of the ALCS as well. Nationally just happened to be a day game and it ended up a little early, so I'm able to give you this coverage while that game is going on. In the meantime, have a great evening, enjoy the games, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Thank you for watching.